And then also, I want to give a special shout out to Garfield the Lightning. So I was talking to Garfield, who is probably the most active speedrunner of this game at the moment, probably a week and a half ago. And we were talking about this event and the fact that I was going to be running this game here. And he wasn't really aware of the charity that was involved in this event, which of course is JDRF, the Type 1 Diabetes Research Foundation. And Garfield chose to inform me that he actually suffers from type 1 diabetes. And he was kind enough to kind of relay some of his experiences and just kind of share basically his thoughts about how it seems as a person living with diabetes, like to see something like JDRF working to eliminate type 1. And basically his comments were that it's kind of crazy because when he was a kid, there wasn't really much in the way of like anything in terms of glucose level maintenance or whatever. Like the amount that things have changed from then to now to be able to maintain your life with diabetes is amazing. And he was just extremely, extremely happy about the idea of supporting this organization. So I think Garfield, unfortunately, is unable to watch this run tonight/this morning because he is out of town at the moment. But huge, huge shout outs to Garfield. He's an awesome guy, and hopefully for people like him, the money that we're raising here and all the efforts that JDRF is taking are going to have a huge impact. And now we've lost picture again. It's why is it doing this? I'm glad that I finished my nice little speech before this decided to happen. Right before this decided to happen. Freaking. I know for a fact that I set this thing to not sleep. So
It's not slept for an hour.
Is it? Wait. No, because if it was just the monitor
to
doing
pause
that, then we would still have a picture on
I
the
think
TV.
I'm already way behind, but do you want me to like pause?
No, I'm just gonna go with the mouse.
All right, thank you. That's appreciated.
I mean, I'm texting.
So Railkun is going to, I think he's muted over there, so Railkun just said that he was going to take the mouse from the PC and just wiggle it every once in a while. So hopefully that will prevent any further irritations.
Got those pro anti-screensaver strats.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, so as you can tell, this is our first run of the marathon on the gaming PC, and we're still smoothing out the kinks.
Although that won't be a problem for the actual PC games because there will be inputs all the time.
Yes, on the actual PC, like people will actually be playing on it.
So basically, it's all your fault.
It's all my fault. It's all my fault. Anyway, so we're doing the Pokemon World Tournament. There's not a lot to talk about. These fights are not super difficult other than the fact that you don't get to heal during them, which is a real shame. So like if I had, for example, gotten crit by Hugh's Duat back there, I would have been very sad, but whatever. It just lets you retry over and over, and it doesn't cost you money like fainting elsewhere, so it's not a huge deal. And the other nice thing is that in between every battle here, you actually get healed to full, including PP and stuff. So it's just free PP from the sky. It's beautiful. Also, the final battle of this tournament is against Colress. So you may have noticed me face Colress back on Route 4. He's kind of a recurring villain in this game. He's really a weird character. He's not entirely a villain. He's a scientist who views everything very analytically, and so his goal is to just do whatever is optimal regardless of how evil it might be.
Or how good.
Yeah, exactly. And so your goal is to kind of convince him, like, look, the best approach is the good approach. And so you have a couple battles with him during the game to accomplish that. So this one of the irritating things about the Pokemon World Tournament is that the Pokemon in this tournament have random abilities. What I mean is each Pokemon species can, several Pokemon species can have more than one possible ability that they can have. This Magneton, for example, can have either Sturdy or something else I forget.
Magnet Pull.
That one.
Magnet Pull, it makes it so that opposing steel types can't run away.
Conveniently, this one had Magnet Pull, which means I got to one-shot it. If you had Sturdy, then it would have had to be a two-hit. And then the other one that is random is the Herdier that Charon has is also random. It could have Intimidate, it also could not. Alright, and now we're actually coming up towards the serious time movement section of this. I'm going to get to Chargestone Cavern in about 5 minutes, and the movement there is actually really precise. There's some pretty fun biking in there, and so I'm going to go serious a little bit when we get there. For now, though, we have a little Team Plasma interlude, and the first of our many opportunities for encore trolling.
Okay.
So look forward to it.
I heard Team Plasma interludes, so that means I'm going to read this donation here.
Absolutely.
We have $15 from Dan R. Says, "Hey all, second time donating. My entire family is supporting this cause as my mom suffers from diabetes. So let's keep this going and kick diabetes right in the butt. Donation goes to Calling Frog and Chrono Trigger to Glenn."
I think it'll be great if we end up with Glenn in Chrono Cross named Frog and Frog named Glenn.
Donated for already.
That'll be the optimal thing. So yeah, this is a rather intense speedrun for my right thumb, as you might be seeing right now. I am spamming this button quite a lot.
Just a reminder, you are watching Crystals for Life 2014. You can visit us at crystalsforlife.ca if you're watching on Twitch. There's all sorts of information about the marathon and JDRF there as well. You can click on the tracker for information on what you can donate towards, prizes, and upcoming challenges. JDRF is the leading organization for type 1 diabetes research, and a very good cause, and we're happy to be supporting them. So thanks for tuning in, guys. We're about halfway through, maybe a little bit past on this run, and then afterwards we have, I think it's Dragon Fantasy Book.
How far in are we?
We're just under 2 hours.
Yeah, and
Really?
could you
We're
either
actually
mute me
time.
so I can get Village of Water, or go get one for him?
Thank you. Much appreciated.
Either way.
So, easy battles here. I'm just gonna stomp this dude with Heat Crash. Coughing's, so actually I should talk about Heat Crash. So Heat Crash is kind of an interesting move. It's very different from things in previous Pokemon generations. Heat Crash, the damage of Heat Crash is based on how much more you weigh than the target. And it turns out that Tepig and his line, Pignite and Emboar, are really heavy. But there are also plenty of other heavy target Pokemon. Coughing, however, is really light. So Heat Crash on Coughing is super powerful and is highly likely to take it out in one shot most of the time. Also, that's an awesome crit. That saves me a turn here. Crits are kind of an interesting thing in this game because sometimes they're helpful, but in this speedrun, because I have optimal stats guaranteed, it's frequently the case that a crit actually just wastes time. Wow. Please, talk to the dude. And does not actually save me anything. In fact, when I say waste time, because the little text appears that says, a critical hit. And it just costs a bunch of frames and is pointless.
Hey, Voligen.
What's up?
We have a $4 donation from Aaron, who says, "Hey Voligen, congrats on making it past the 5th gym. I really like this Let's Play so far. I have one request. Can you please put the text speed on slow? I really want to read the text. Good luck on the rest of the run, Aaron."
Excellent. I'll take that under consideration. Oh, that's brutal. I just got accuracy dropped, so I might actually start missing attacks. Normally, this is a thing that is like not even capable of happening in my runs because I always route for 100% accuracy. But of course, if something happens to use Sand Attack or whatever,
Smoke
sadness.
screen in this case, I was not looking, I was laughing.
That's probably what it was. There's the fake out, which prevents me from actually doing anything for a turn, which is irritating. Oh, I believe we're counting fake out, so you can add
Yeah.
that one. Yep. Oops. Hello.
Counter says endures and protects.
You can just change it to troll counter. That's probably the most rip effort. Alright, so that was semi-irritating, but this will be actually irritating. So here's where I get to have fun battles with Hugh. So at this point in the game, Hugh's, I think it's a Duat right now, right? Hugh's Duat knows a move called Encore. And Encore, as far as we're concerned in the speedrun, does nothing. Doesn't damage the opponent, doesn't do anything interesting. So if he uses Encore, it's effectively a wasted turn, and that is why I would like him to not use Encore. So let's see what we do here. So as before, I'm going to start with a workup. It's common in these fights for me to start with a workup because that will help me kind of find out what my partner is going to do on the first turn and then act accordingly. So Duat, for example, using Water Pulse on the Coughing was actually fairly nice. I'm going to be able to finish off the Grimer now because of that
no, I
self-destruct.
think it was from Mud Bomb. The Grimer probably did a Mud Bomb because I think, if I remember that move correctly, it can lower accuracy.
That's probably accurate. I mean, you know what I mean.
Yeah. Yeah,
I'm
I know what
tired.
you mean.
Oh, that's really unfortunate. Having him faint just wastes an extra turn while he has to send something out. Otherwise, he would have finished off the Watchog, and so that just cost me some time. And of course, like all Watchogs, he knows Super Fang. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Alright. Otherwise, though, that was actually okay. He didn't use Encore, which was amazing. I'm quite frankly very shocked by that. Actually, we're around 2 hours. I think we're actually okay. I think we're okay to come in under estimate. I guess actually that counts the 10 minutes of failed manipulation, right? So yeah, that's good. Alright. So now we've been kicked off the Team Plasma ship and we're going to head towards Route 6. And then that will quickly get to Chargestone Cave, hopefully without hitting any spinners. Route 6 is where spinners really start to appear on the run. Actually, there's not all that many spinners in White 2 compared to, for example, Black, the original Black. There's a fair number, but they're mostly decently avoidable. Except for a couple. Good biking. On the way out, we're going to stop at the Pokemon Center to pick up some items, and we're also going to use the red shards I got in Nimbasa City to teach Thunder Punch. Thunder Punch is going to cover some critical flaws in terms of my move availability right now.
Some of which are coming up fairly soon, right after Chargestone Cave.
And I'm going to replace Workup because I no longer need it. It has done its duty. It has been very useful. Now we'll use Thunder Punch, which will be even more useful. Alright. So, Pokemon Center. I'm going to buy a whole bunch of Hyper Potions because I was running short. I would buy these anyway, but it's convenient that I'm buying them now since I was running short. And now we're going to buy all the Max Repels we'll need for the rest of the run, so no more random encounters at all. Good movement there. Alright, so Route 6. Fun. And now we're going to do some very precise. Come on. Come on. Alright. Jeez, she wanted all of me. Oh man. She really wanted to have a Pokemon battle against me. But I'm not interested in that because I don't want to waste any more time than I already have. Alright, so now we get Surf, which is very useful. HM that we'll want later. Now this guy right here is not a spinner, so we'll fight him. So this guy's a Scientist, and the interesting thing about Scientist is on the first turn they always use an X item. So X items, as you saw earlier, I used a bunch. They just raise one particular stat by one stage, or as mentioned, 50% of the base. This particular guy uses an X attack, so that's irrelevant to me. It wastes time, obviously, because I have to wait for him to do it, but not a big deal otherwise. Alright, so now more spinners. Beautiful. Alright, so we got the Charge Stone. That is the first part of the hard movement. Now is the actually hard movement. Still like
quite a
nearly
ways.
40 minutes or
Yeah.
something. I don't know, my sense of time is really bad because I'm normally used to going off a timer that I start when I actually get in the game, as opposed to starting when I'm doing the manipulations, so I'm totally thrown. But I have to get 2 and defeat the 6th gym, and then the 7th and the 8th. Yeah, it's like 40 plus minutes.
Alright, I'm just making sure.
Yep, I will definitely let you know. Alright, charge down. Also, Bianca really likes to waste her time. No, seriously, let me go. Alright, burn a little extra in the way of tiles, but that's okay. Past her, still burn a couple more tiles, still okay. Repel wear off right about here, there it is. Alright, okay, that was really good. Second part. Alright, I hesitated there. I really don't have to. I've practiced that so much I should be able to get it, but you never know in a marathon. Oh, then I did the sad thing. Oh well. That costs less time than, it sounds like from my reaction, but it's okay.
You want to explain to them why you did the sad thing?
Yeah, so I was trying to go through a little section there. There's a tiny little space between the crystal that you push and the rock that's right next to it that you obviously can't bike through because it's a rock. I went 2 tiles there because it's really hard to do 1 tile adjustments on the bike. If I'm going directly up, that is, and I want to go 1 tile to the right and then continue going up, that's really hard because you have 4 frames to push right and then switch back to up. 4 frames to, if you don't know what a frame is, for this game, it's 1/60th of a second. So 4 frames is 1/15th of a second, which is a very short amount of time for me to make that adjustment. And unfortunately, I botched it by going 2 tiles instead of 1, so I hit the crystal, and that actually blocked off the path that I wanted to go through. So it obviously doesn't cost that much time, a couple of seconds, but I was hoping to get that, because it's nice to do the optimal thing. No, I don't want to use 1. We'll do an alternate way of getting through here.
For upcoming donation incentives, we pretty much just have the Terrakion name for white at this point. And then it is Star Ocean 4 stuff. There's a bunch of characters you can name. There's the nappy time cutscene that hasn't been quite met. I'm not entirely sure which one that is. I think
it's
I
amazing.
know.
You want to see it.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure if it's the one I think it is that you want to see that. It's at $5 out of 100. You got a ways to go until that's too much of an issue, but if you're not too interested in naming Terrakion, that is the next upcoming donation incentive that you want to worry about besides character names in Star Ocean.
Okay.
But that right there is why Juniper is the best Pokemon professor. She just hands you a lucky egg in both the 1 and 2 versions of Gen 5. And what a lucky egg does is it boosts the experience gain of the Pokemon holding it by half. And
Super useful.
yeah, it is exceptionally useful in general,
So yeah,
including for the speed run.
it's going to result in me being like horrendously out-leveled for everything pretty much. Also, this is the 2nd time I will fight an optional trainer intentionally. This lady is a spinner. She can spin all 4 directions, so she could have caught me as I was biking up to her. Happily, she didn't, which means I didn't waste a whole bunch of frames with her walking towards me. The reason I'm fighting her is she's going to give me a huge amount of XP, and that is going to put me at level 36, and that will evolve me to the final form of my starter, Emboar, and that will greatly increase my stats.
That Chinchino, being the evolved form of Minichino,
Yep.
gives a lot more XP, and with the lucky egg,
It's just ridiculous how much it is.
So, Voligen,
Yep.
we have a $5 donation from Evil Penguin.
What's
Says,
up?
I'm watching the stream at 5 a.m. when I have an exam in 7 hours, all because one of my favorite streamers is running right now. Good luck on the run, Voligen, and here's to hoping that C4L makes their goal. I am sad that the Emboar plushie didn't seem to make the trip, though.
It's not plushie. I frequently, when I'm streaming this game, I have an Emboar figure that was given to me very generously as a birthday gift by a friend. And hopefully that friend is watching actually right now. If so, thank you very much, dude. As always, I appreciate it a lot. But yeah, I like to put that basically in place of my face cam because honestly, who wants to look at my face? But sadly, no, I did not think that I really wanted to bring it along with me. Mostly, I didn't want to lose it because it's really valuable to me. However, as a note, if you donate during this run, you have a chance to win a very, very adorable Tepig plushie, generously donated by Crocogoat, who is an awesome dude. And so if you donate during this run, I believe the minimum is 5, but I'm not sure. Also, I just screwed that up for the second time. I did the same thing in practice.
Exact same thing.
So I'm gonna have to fight this dude. Hopefully he will not damage me. That will not necessitate healing before a Sky. I'll just say
$5, yeah.
Yep. Good. $5 to buy in for the Tepig plushie. It is adorable. It looks like you really, really want it. And I would highly recommend donating. Alright, so the Swoobat, not entirely intentional, and he hurts a lot, which is unfortunate. Alright, so this gym is funky as you've seen. If you get caught basically standing out in the open when this wind starts blowing, then you get blown down towards the entrance, and I don't want that to happen as much as possible. So I have a path where I can get optimally around. Problem is I botched it and ran into the little weather vane back before, and so that prevented me from getting to a safe spot, and as a result I hit the trainer. Like literally, I physically hit him. The wind blew me directly into it, and as a result he attacked us. But that's that. So now we're gonna heal and then we're gonna save because Skyla is actually dangerous.
Yeah, especially being flying type, which is super effective against one of Embor's types fighting.
Yep. 154. Actually, this is not that super bad. I guess because I reset. Yeah, funny enough, it turns out that your time is not terrible if you reset until you get good outcomes. Who would have thought? Ladies and gentlemen, my live segmented Pokemon White 2 speedrun. I hope you're enjoying it. I am very, very tired.
I'm really tired too. I'm not going to be able to stay up past this.
All right, so
We need replacements.
I need some plus speed here. Unfortunately, this Swoobat hurts a lot, and it's gonna do that. That's irritating. Twice. Cool. Good stuff.
Yeah.
So I need some plus speed, and that means I need the Swoobat to let me hit it. But unfortunately, it's not gonna do that. And it's gonna do that, which is really unfortunate. I can't even attack it if it does that because it will kill me, guaranteed. It's gonna use acrobatics now. Oh, it used Attract. Oh, even better. Now it's gonna use acrobatics. There's the acrobatics. Isn't the speedrun amazing? Oh, the marathon luck.
Swoobat
so
OP. Please nerf.
Didn't use anything on the counter at all.
Wow.
All right,
Back-to-back flinch.
do that again.
Acrobatics for another.
Oh, man. And that is why this fight is a fight that you saved before. This game, such troll, very acrobatics, many heart stamp, so flinch. Attract, wow. Alright, so let's see how we can do this time. If I get the flame charge here, I'm good, alright. I mean, Swanna will still kill me, but whatever, it's fine. Actually, no, I'll have to heal on Skarmory, which is dumb. So yeah, I need the flame charge because I'm gonna actually take probably 3 turns now on Skarmory. It has 30, so normally you have to take at least 2, but I'm gonna have to take 3 because of the damage. I'm gonna have to heal up, otherwise it will kill me. during that turn, it will most likely use agility, which will raise its speed by 2 stages. So if I already had 2 flame charges, I will still outspeed it after it does that. If I don't, then I won't. So I got 1 flame charge before. I want to get the second one here, but HP. Also, I'm really kind of worried about the number of hyper potions that I have. I really don't have to go buy more. Of course he used Air Cutter. Alright, should be done now. Yep, and I still have speed. Alright, so that's how that gym battle is supposed to go. Ah, so much marathon luck. It's so good.
Yeah, the gym leaders are being pretty strong for the most part.
Dude, they are going in. They're doing work.
Only
It's amazing.
2 have gone down without a fight.
Oh my god.
Out
And
of
of course,
6.
one was Berg, which is a complete joke, and oh man, even Roxy killed me, like really, even Roxy. I am not even. It's just too funny. There's so much, like I honestly did not even anticipate this level of marathon log. I thought, you know what, something particularly hilarious is gonna happen. I didn't think everything particularly hilarious is gonna happen. Oh man. Yeah, exactly. I didn't plan appropriately. I should have just gotten like 8 backup carts and made safety saves for everything. And then I could have done a single segment until I wiped. It would have been perfect.
Except you have to make 8 backup saves then.
Yeah, well, you know. Also, biking is hard. Doors are hard.
Which would include getting started on each one.
By comparison, that's easy. Oh, but with the names. I would have had to cut off the incentives like 24 or 48 hours in advance before the marathon started. All right, guys. I hope that you've already donated before the marathon started for the names of these Pokemon, because you're not going to get to name them now. All right, so there's another little sketchy biking segment here that I bet I'm going to screw up the exact same way I did in practice. And then there's Reversal Mountain, which has the worst battle in the game. And that'll be fun. Also, we might be able to talk about Dust Clouds when we get there.
Yeah.
Nearly forgetting to move the mouse.
It's all right.
I think it's like a 20-minute thing.
Yeah, I think you're wiggling it even faster than it has to be, which is fine. Please.
Yeah.
I would rather err on the side of caution.
I'm on board with that. All right, so I do want to heal again, but I'll use the fresh water because I'm tired of using hyper potions. I'm running out, and I'm not going to save here. There's not really any reason to do so. Beautiful. That
Last
was
time he
perfect.
hit the first cyclist.
I did, and then even my movement for the second one wasn't good. I am going to save in here when I get to the double battle. I just don't need to save before I come in here because that movement is not hard, and saving for movement is done. Just don't screw it up.
And now he can't use the bike because Bianca's with him. Whenever you have someone following you like this, you cannot use the bike.
By the way, remember this moment for future generations. This is the one time Bianca will potentially be useful. There you go. There's a red shard.
Yeah.
It spawned right in my path. I could have dodged it, but I would have almost certainly dodged directly into the path of that wandering trainer.
Yeah, anyway, this fight, actually half of it can be temporarily blocked off by a dust cloud, so you would have to fight them in sequence because the dust cloud would disappear after the first one, and you would then be spotted by the second one.
Yeah, if the dust cloud spawns in between where I run, like where they can see me and where they are, like on the ground in between them, then only one of the trainers will attack. But because there's no dust cloud here, I get both, which is kind of the expected thing. The other thing is basically a glitch that was discovered by Sinstar completely by accident because you can't manipulate it. All you can do is hope it happens to occur, and even then, it's actually slower because you would have to fight the 2 trainers in sequence, which means there would be 2 battle transition sequences instead of just 1.
Anyway, these Pokemon that he's fighting have a lot of really damaging stuff that they can do to him.
Yeah.
Which is why it's so dangerous. Vibrava is, among other things, a ground type, And Grumpig is a psychic type, which also knows the move Bounce, which is a
It
flying
didn't-
type move.
Didn't take me out. That's amazing.
I know.
Thank you. Okay.
And Bounce, also when it hits, it acts like Fly, but it has lower accuracy, slightly
didn't get
lower
the XP
power,
for
but it
that.
can make you flinch.
Okay, so I'm sort of concerned about the fact that Musharna actually took one of those guys out because I don't get any XP from it.